The intro.
There we go.
Cheers.
We're live, Tom.
All right, man. We're back. Damn, it's been a long time, Archie. MMA Fight Pass. We're here today. I'm here with Archie Tobar, and we have our special guest today. We've had him before, guys. Gabriel Smith. How you doing, my brother?
Gabriel.
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Archie, what's going on, my man? It's been a while since we've done this. How you doing, dude?
Yeah, Tom. No, absolutely. We're just hanging out here, man. We're gonna resurrect some of these podcasts. You know, James Smith. James. Yeah. What the heck? Our James. He's been doing some podcasts right lately, and with Grigoriev. Right. So. But it's time for us, Tom, for get back on track and do some podcasts. We got a big, a couple of promotions getting together, putting a show on in up north, man. I mean, at the Blue Lake Casino. Shit. So that's what's been going on.
Dude.
Yeah. So Gabriel Smith is the first guy to be on the podcast with us from that card. Here's the card here. But yeah. So what's going on is. July 15th, 2023. We're going to be out there. And Gabriel, that's going to be your debut, right? I'm thinking.
Yeah, my professional debut. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about how excited you are on that one, man.
Oh, I'm super excited. Just my whole amateur, I've been fighting nothing but like these tough guys, right? Like a lot of them pro level fighters that are, we're just in amateurs right now. But these are, I'm fighting like the toughest guys, like the top 5 guys. So, jumping into professional, is something that, I'm definitely, excited and ready for. Longer rounds, which means, grinding harder and, different rule sets. We have elbows and knees to the face, but I'm definitely excited to, get in there and show off my skills, all the hard training.
Yeah.
No, nice. What do you think, Tom?
I think that's awesome, man. Dude, back in the day when we used to fight back down here, Archie, remember you didn't start out as an amateur. You just went right in and the guy started paying you. And I guess you were just considered pro. But no, it's cool the way that they do it now. You guys got to really know what you want to do in life if you're going to go through an amateur record and then jump into professional fighting. How many fights do you have? 4 fights already?
No, I think 7 amateur fights.
Seven
Amateur fights. Yeah.
7 amateur fights.
Yeah. All against like the super tough guys too, which is, it's rough, but it's definitely worth it to get the experience. The last thing I want to do is turn pro and not have any experience and not know anything what I'm doing,
So now, Gabriel, when you guys fight out there, do you have the choice of when you want to go into a professional show? How does that work? Does your coach have the choice? Does the promoter see you and he reaches out to you?
I guess like a mixture of everything, right? Obviously, if my coach didn't believe in me going pro, I wouldn't do it. I trust him, with everything, that I have. So if he didn't believe in me, I wouldn't do it. But I just felt like it was, like the time was right. My last fight was supposed to be for the camo state title. Something happened with it to where it wasn't like for the actual the state title. But I'm fighting like the #1 guy in California. I thought I did enough to win. The judges gave it to him. It is what it is. But it's like, what more do you do from there? You can, I guess, keep fighting amateur or just take the, the next step, which is professional. So, just talk to my coaches about it and everything and, figure out, we'll do it for July up here, in my hometown.
Man, what do you think about that, Archie? Well, if it was you or me, if it was you, what would you do in that position?
No, I think it's a great opportunity for Gabriel, right? I mean, he's an experienced amateur fighter. And like you said early on, Tom, back in the day, especially when you had your first pro fight, there was really no such thing as amateur. And you just dove right into the MMA cage fighting scene as a pro guy. And now, but there's just so different today. And it's a great path for the amateur guys to try it out, and then if they like it, they'll have a second fight. If they like it, they'll have a third fight, till they're ready to go pro. And so there's a path nowadays. So that's the nice part about it.
Man, and you'll know right away if you're gonna like it or not. Right? Hey, I'm serious, man. A lot of guys, I've seen dudes that I've seen some dudes that I thought would get in there and know this dude has no chance, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Or a guy you might have known, even around here, a guy you might have known growing up. because those promoters would come here and they were looking for local tough dudes to get, man. And dudes would sign up, and then other people would point people out. And dude, sometimes it would be like the nerdiest dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I shouldn't even say it. I shouldn't even use that. You know what I'm saying, though? It would be like a dude that you knew in school that was not a bully, wasn't a gangster, wasn't a tough guy, nothing like that. All of a sudden, the guy just decides he wants to get into a cage fight. Yep. And he's a badass motherfucker, dude. Like, where did that come from? Right
good
there.
Coaches, you know what I mean? Probably, like, good mindset about everything. But, yeah.
What about that? What about your upbringing? What about your upbringing, Gabriel? You and your brother's upbringing with your, like, family life, if you don't mind talking about it.
No, yeah. It was tough. You know, like, dad left at a super young age. So my mom took care of, like, 5 of us, single mom taking care of 5 kids. A lot of them just getting into trouble. Me and my twin brother just fighting all the time, So that's really, him and I stuck together through everything, and, I wouldn't be anywhere near where I'm at without him. So, like him and I we're like this. Yeah. So, we're taking this journey together, from, a young age, watching like MMA, deciding we want to become professionals and actually doing it now. It's pretty crazy. He sent me a message the other day talking about how I've been waiting for years and years for this, and like the time's actually coming now. So
like to fight at home or to fight waiting for what the home opportunity?
Just turning professional and then fighting at home too. That's gonna be that's I have such a huge support base over here too, and having them finally come watch me fight at home. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Fighting at home in front of your hometown. We were just lucky right here that it happened to be right there in front of the hometown, dude. Yeah, man, that's something else, dude. That's what
I'm excited.
I'll tell you what, the experience I had from it, and I've seen good friends win or lose. If you were a dude that got in that cage that night, you know what I mean? They were loving your ass, dude.
Yeah.
People were loving you, bro.
Yeah.
How many tripping on that? Not many people will do that.
Yeah. These guys at I.O.C, Institute of Combat in Northern California, their team, Gabriel's team, and they travel so much, man. And they go out and look for the competition. And I like that about his coach that, hey, we're going to give our guys tough fights. And they come out winners, man. I mean, they go into some battles and they come out winning. But now they're in their backyard, man. Tell us a little bit, Gabriel, how that feels to be in your backyard and just for the community, everybody, because you guys, how far is the casino from you, for example? Yeah. Tell us a little bit.
Yeah. The casino is super close. It's maybe like a 30-minute drive. I live on like a little bit on the outside of town, but for some of these guys, they live like literally like 10 minutes away from the casino. So it's going to be amazing to be able to wake up in my own bed, make my own breakfast, not having to, go find spots and trying to figure everything out. We've traveled all the way down to like Visalia for fights. We've traveled all over the place, and to be able to wake up, go, and fight, see everyone, see all my friends and family there. It's going to be amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was, I believe, Tom, that his coach, John Thompson, hosted an event in a local casino, like how many years ago? 7 years ago?
This was 2019, so that was my first fight actually too. So that was amazing. But now I have like a way bigger fan base too. So it's gonna be so much better.
Was that show here, down here?
That was that was up in Trinidad.
At the casino.
Oh, Trinidad.
Yeah.
The Lost Coast. Hey, anytime you mention one of those cities of the Lost Coast, bro. My memory just haunts me, man.
You gotta come back, man. I'm telling you, come up with these fights, and you're not gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hey, Tom. Also, as far as the last time they had a fight over there, it's been so long that Cass Bell, for example, when he travels to San Jose to do the Bellator fights, I hear that like hundreds of people follow him, right, Gabriel? I mean, 200
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And he's got all the green shirts
got
too.
That fan base?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Really? That's cool, man.
And then he sells the green shirts.
Cool.
So if you look in the crowd, anytime he fights, you can look in the cameras. It's just a sea of green. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's
Never
dope,
seen anything
man.
like it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and he's got that green hair to go with it.
Yep, yeah.
Does he always have that green hair or what?
Every time he fights, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's I think it's right. He needs to get it redone a little bit, but you know, it's still green right now. It's you know, that's just who Cass is.
It's all good. It represents where he's from and stuff. It
Exactly. Yep.
represents where he's from.
So
Dang, Archie, have you been up there at all or what?
yeah, you know, I took a drive, myself and Stan Redick, and then another partner, and Stan Redick, you know, from CAGEBOUND Promotions. You know, God bless his soul, man. This guy's been at it forever, also in the industry. So we took a drive out there, and we got lucky. It was during like when we had those storms, you know, like for the whole damn month.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
That's when you went.
But we got lucky that day we went. It was a clear, sunny day, but hella snow, like 20 feet high, you know. I mean, but beautiful day. Oh my gosh! So we drove up there. On the way back, we came home on off of 299, I believe, and that was a stretch. An amazing. It was just beautiful. So the hotel and casino area was beautiful. I have nothing. I've used the word beautiful 20 times already. It was just amazing.
It is, man. It is.
Yeah, it was fun while we were there. The casino's nice. The area we're gonna have the show is nice. The hotel's attached. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be amazing. We didn't have a chance to stop by the gym, Gabriel, but we will when we get there. We're gonna, you know, we would go back.
Awesome, heck yeah.
Yeah, so it's
So
fun.
Archie, you have it worked out with different schools that you want to reach out to for fighters and things like that.
Stan Redick and then Stan has another connection that we've been doing. It's been quite easy, actually. We almost have the card full. We have about 15 fights already on the card. They're all just about matched up. We're about 80-90% matched up. But, you know, it's a different beast, man. It's a different environment. People want to, how can I put it? It's like an easier sell because people want to be at a casino. It's a nicer environment.
Right. That's true.
And we're able to get quality fighters to where we know they're going to show up. We're working with teams that, you know, with coaches that have 2 or 3 people out of their school that are coming. So we're a little more experienced, and we don't, you know, and again, it's an easy sell because it's a casino, and it's amazing, man, the reception we've had. So 15 fights. Can you imagine that?
Awesome.
Damn,
Awesome.
15, that's awesome.
And you know what? 7 of those fights are from Gabriel's gym, I.O.C. 7, I guess.
Yeah.
7 or 8 you guys have, right, Gabriel?
Yeah.
Hey,
A bunch of our guys, yeah.
So Gabriel, like with you guys up there, is there like an opposite school like you guys across town or whatever? You know what I mean? Like people that you guys have fought against before?
Not that we fought against. There's a couple different schools here. Some people come and train with us and whatnot, but no, we haven't fought any of the other guys around. I think we tried making it happen in the past. It didn't really go through and stuff. So we're just doing our own thing, you know, focus on ourselves.
Nice.
That's cool. And having some fun along with it.
Yep, heck yeah.
Hey, so Tom,
Man,
we were talking
what's up,
earlier. Gabriel was talking earlier. We were talking earlier about the history of the Gracie family in Northern California. It seems like if there were a few family, either cousins or uncles, or, you know, higher in the hierarchy that landed in Northern California, you got to meet a few. And Gabriel, of course, you were saying, did you say John got belted by
Hal, yeah.
By Hal
Faulkner, yeah.
You guys talk a little bit about what you guys were talking about earlier about how maybe we can, Tom, if you get out there, maybe Hal will show up on your behalf.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, 100% guarantee it, but I'm like 99.9% sure. John can for sure get you guys in touch with Hal. He was just he just saw him I think last weekend too. So he definitely he could definitely make it happen for you guys too. Because I know Tom, we've talked before how much you've wanted to meet Hal, and if you come up for sure, can do like a little in person interview or something like that.
Oh man, I would love to meet him for sure, because I mean the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu right now is still, to the person that's coming in from the outside now in this time of life that we're in, they're seeing it for what it is now, but they're not seeing it for what it is back then. Mm-hmm. And it's changing. It's changing quite rapidly, and some things are getting watered down. But man, the original people that got to train with the original Gracie members, like Hal Faulkner, got to train under Rickson Gracie. I believe he got his black belt under Rickson Gracie. And man, I could just imagine the things that Hal Faulkner teaches his students that come in there, and the children and the adults and the women. No schools now are even doing it. They're not even doing it. I can just about guarantee it. The same thing. I've been to a few different Gracie schools, Caesar Gracie School, and the Half Gracie School is where I decided to stay in for a while because I saw him on TV in the cage fight, and I saw him in that. So that was the dude that I went under. But the stuff that they show, if you go to a jiu-jitsu school now, the best one right here in my town, it's beautiful, great sport jiu-jitsu. Don't get me wrong, and they can roll up just about any dude around. But it's missing all kinds of things that in a real street fight, or not a street fight, I should say, your kid in a situation where they need to defend themselves against somebody that's grabbing them or starting something with them before you ever even have to go to the ground.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very important, man. That was the great thing I loved about the Japanese jiu-jitsu. That was one thing. That was where the Gracies got it from. I'll say it. I don't mind saying it because it's just the honest truth of history.
Right.
The Japanese, and who knows where the Japanese got it from? An alien from a spaceship, a Hindu, Buddhist. There's no telling, bro, where it came from. I won't put it past anybody. But the way that we know for a fact that it did go from is from the Japanese to the Brazilians, and the Gracie family, the way that they learned it was beautiful, man. There's videos out there. There's videos out there where you can see Helio Gracie, the OG of that's Hoist Gracie's father and Hickson Gracie's father. And a whole other, that guy had like 20 fucking kids, man. 20 kids, bro. They're all strangle you. Every one of them will strangle you. Yeah, dude. Everyone will strangle you. Nah, those people were the coolest people ever that I've ever met in my life. Some of the coolest people I've ever met. And man, if you were really going to get belts underneath those people, you would be under them for a while. You do it for a while. Now, though, what I'm seeing is people are getting belts for doing well in sport jiu-jitsu competition. Okay, which is great. Don't get me wrong. It's great. You might be a blue belt because a blue belt's a high level. A blue belt is the first belt, right? We know. For other people that don't know, the blue belt's the first belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But at a blue belt, dude, in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you can roll people up, man.
Yep.
A blue belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu is like a black belt in almost any other art, I would say, martial art.
Yeah.
The way that how good a person is at the stuff. Because I've done a lot of karate and all Muay Thai and all types of different things. I'm not some tough guy, but I just love martial arts. And I've seen it, and I just went around, and I got beat up in each one of them. But I still got to see the different things in each one of them. But, dude, the Gracies, man, Hickson Gracie, though, that guy would be – Hal Faulkner would be amazing too, though, man. Yeah. That guy's a black belt. One of the first black belts under Hickson Gracie.
Well, there's still a few Gracie schools out in Northern California. We just interviewed just recently. Who did we interview, Tom?
Fucking
with your friend was out there, but yeah, we just I know, go blank. But what schools are out there? They're still out there, Gabriel. Gracie.
I don't know if there's any Gracie schools up here.
More like in San Francisco in that area.
Yeah. I think they have. Yeah, I think they have like a half Gracie down there in San Francisco, and I think I don't know. We're pretty far north from San Francisco, like 5 hours north. So I'm not sure what they have down there, but yeah, up here is just no Gracie affiliates, I don't think.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and just like a computer evolves throughout time, or anything we know in life, cars or anything like that, airplanes. The martial arts evolve, and like what I've seen, and you have too, Archie, and you too, Gabe. How old are you, Gabriel?
I'm 26.
Okay, so you're 26, but in your time, you've still seen quite a bit in mixed martial arts, professional cage fighting, like UFC, whatever show it is. And Archie, you and me have seen a bunch from way back. Yeah. Gabriel, have you went back in time and watched like UFC 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm like a huge like MMA like history buff, so I love watching all the old fights. You know, watching all the Pride fights. WEC was my absolute favorite, so going back and watching all those all the time. You know, so I love it.
Hey, let me show you guys something, dude, just for kicks, all right? I'll probably never get my camera back, but hey, I'm going to show you this. Hey, Gabriel, this is what they used to give us fighters. This is what the promoter lured us in with right here. Plus money, though. Money, too, though. Watch this.
The poster?
Oh, you got the poster?
There he
That's
is.
rad. That's awesome. I got my one of my first posters hanging up on the wall too in the garage.
That's the fucking proudest thing I got right there, dude.
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's rad.
Oh man, it's fun. Hey, that's for my fucking later on in life when I'm dead. My nieces and nephews, they'll be that dude, that uncle was on the fucking YouTube.
Yeah,
And you can fucking see who he was. He was nuts. He was nuts.
Oh, that's rad.
That's crazy.
Oh man, dude.
So
What
Gabriel,
else is going on? Hey, so I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was gonna say, Gabriel, are you training just now for July 15th, or you have anything coming up before that?
Oh, right now it's just July 15th. My my original opponent, I guess, didn't sign the contract to fight, so we're just looking for someone else right now. But you know, it's just the same thing as usual. Just train hard. My twin brother has a fight next weekend,
Yeah,
so you know, trying to get him ready for that and everything too. And then he's gonna fight in July as well. But right now, just trying to get my teammates ready for their fights.
Right.
Just training hard.
Yeah, you guys are always training, man. Always have somebody on the chopping block there, for sure. No, that's cool. And I'm thinking a few of you guys also are looking are about to have some other fights, right? Right before July 15th, also. Like,
Yeah. So my twin brother Israel, he fights next weekend on the 27th. So we're gonna go do that in Redding, and he was. This is another thing that I mean, maybe you guys know about, but you guys can usually tell when like a fighter is about it or they're not, right? You know, you sign a contract and you know, you're training hard for a certain guy, and then one day they just feel like they just don't want to show up, right? And it's very frustrating because my brother was supposed to fight this supposedly super tough guy, 7-1, you know, as an amateur, supposed to have like 2 titles and stuff like that, but you know, pad the record like crazy, right? 0-0, 1-0 guys and stuff like that. It's supposed to be a good opportunity for my brother, you know what I mean? Take this super tough guy, supposedly, you know, double champ out. And then one day he just decides, you know, I don't want to do it anymore. And, you know, it just throws everything in, you know, like, you know, wrenching the whole system. So it's crazy. But I know for our guys, we're going to show up, we're going to fight. You know, you don't have to worry about no backing out or anything like that. But it's just, I don't know, this whole thing about just fighters just wanting to, you know, sign up for a fight, act like they're tough, and then just back out. It's just, I don't know, it's just getting out of hand.
Yeah, it really is. That's what for us.
It's been something that's been going around forever, man.
Yeah, it's rough.
And it's a tough business for the amateur promoters that are
exactly
you know, going away from anybody that's doing it away from a casino, it's a little harder. And so, you know, thank goodness to Mr. John Thompson and the connection and the team we put together with Stan and myself. I mean, that's the reason that we're able to do what we're doing, is because, you know, once you collaborate, you have a little more resources and a little more to work with. Right, Tom? Hopefully we can get you out there July 15th, Tom.
Am I going to be the ring announcer if I go out there or what?
We're trying to do that for you, yeah. We're trying to recruit you for that.
I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do it, dude.
All right.
I don't know when I'll get the chance to go back up there, so I might as well. I need to take advantage of that shit.
Yeah, take a vacation time. You know,
I'm serious, dude.
Yeah, it'll just be a couple days. You'll be good.
Oh yeah, if we go up there, we're gonna have to make the best out of it, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe take a 5-day vacation, right? Thursday.
It might have to be more than 2 days for sure. That's a fucking long drive, man. That's the only thing that. You know how my buddies used to do that shit? My homeboys, these kids that I grew up with, none of them had licenses yet. Well, none of them had dads, so none of them had the right route to get a license at the right age. So most of these kids in this neighborhood were waiting until 18 to get the driver's license. Right? So 18, bro, you can get, right? 18, bro. That's if you don't have someone like showing, you know what I mean?
Yep.
In a neighborhood where you don't have someone like putting you in the right path to do it, right? Hey, dude, these kids would fucking hop on that Amtrak and ride up there, though, man. Oh, dude.
Dude, yeah,
the stories I would hear.
Yeah.
Freaking going down to Visalia and fighting down there too, right? So we leave a day early, drive all the way down
Oh, I
there, cutting
know.
weight,
It's
fighting,
brutal.
and then leaving night after the fight. You know, like we fight and then we just come straight back. It's
Oh,
horrible.
Oh,
It's
fuck
horrible.
that.
I'm not going back.
You can fucking stay at my house, man.
Right.
Dude, it's just such a long drive. It's just, but you know, it is what it is. You want the tough fight. Sometimes you gotta travel. You know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what? If you want to, the thing is this, dude, with this, if you choose, I mean, there's all these different paths that you could take in life. A kid like you, dude, a young man like you're not a dumb dude. I can tell you're a smart kid.
Thank you.
You and your brother both. No, and Caspel, it's another example. If you're not, it doesn't take a dumb person to step into this and make it anywhere as far as you've gotten, dude. You chose the path and you want to do it. In life, we can do damn near anything we want, man. It's hard to think that way, though. It is, dude. It's hard to think that you could do anything you want, because you know what I mean. There's all these
you
things.
most definitely can, though. Yeah.
Yeah, you can, dude. You can. You can do anything you want. Doing that cage fighting thing, I'll tell you what, man. No, there's not too many men out there on the planet walking the earth that can say shit about a dude that gets in there and does that. I'm serious.
Yep.
I don't care if that dude goes. There's dudes that have gone in there and just gotten destroyed. You know. Hey, that dude had the ball, dude. That takes something, man, to get in there in that cage in front of those people, right?
Yeah.
I will say this. So it could be, you know, sometimes, you know, obviously there is a lot of courage going into it. Sometimes there's just people who just don't even belong in there, though. It's a little bit of stupidity, for being honest.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It's true. That's true for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
But the guy, the dude, still got in there in front of all those fucking people.
That's nuts.
No, like the average dude though that's looking at that, it could be the toughest motherfucker, dude, and he could be right there looking at that and not do it though. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Turn around.
Hey, so hey, dude, I have respect and props, man. I know one thing. When I plan to do that, when I did good in it, the first couple fights that I did good, hey, I wasn't fucking around or doing nothing. I was straight training. You know what I mean? I was all about that. And then later on in life, the last two fights I lost, and I was in party mode and fucking around. And dude, I thought I was the shit, dude. I'm serious. It was like God touching down on me and going, all right, buddy, get in there again. Get in there again. Yeah. Hey, but I'm glad it happened the way it did, because I learned all kinds of lessons from that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I learned a ton of lessons. Yeah. And dude, you're going to learn all kinds from it, no matter what you do in life after this. You got a family. How many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids. I have a 1.5 and then a 2-month-old now.
That's awesome, bro. Nice. I don't have any kids, man. Unfortunately, I don't have any kids yet. So maybe never will unless I find some young Thai chick or something.
Hey,
the doctor says I can still bust in that, but the thing is, I'm 49. You got to find a chick that's down to do it, though.
Hey, if you got money, man, anything's possible.
I know. Oh no, with the internet now, the way I am, bro, I send money to. I'm friends with people in fucking Kenya, dude. Hey, that I'll just send money on Western Union, just $20 here and there.
Hey, send some my way.
Yeah, I would. If you needed it, I would. If you needed to get to your fight, I would for sure.
Sponsor. There you go.
Sponsor. Yeah.
Hey, check it out.
No, my plan is that when I go to Kenya, the homeboy's going to hook me up with this little.
There we go.
We got a guest.
Oh shit!
That took a long enough,
huh? Hey, Stan.
What's up?
Gabriel Smith, and then Tom Owens right there, like our guy.
I like Tom Owens already, man.
Right?
How you doing, guys?
Okay, how you doing?
Good,
yeah. So we've been talking a little bit here. Gabriel talking about the opportunity of becoming pro, and then we were talking about the show here. We got a little our. Actually, it's going to be a billboard, Tom. I don't know if you guys know. We're going to have a billboard. This is a sample.
That's fucking badass. Yeah. That's badass, dude.
That's rad, yeah.
Yeah. So, Stan, I was telling the guys or the show that we hooked up, you, myself, and John, and everything's being done through CAGEBOUND, but we're all one big happy family trying to kick ass and do something new. And things aren't too bad, as far as the matchmaking because we're kicking ass, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer to be able to work with, you, Archie, and John. What a great team and great asset he is to the team. So, with MMA Fight Pass, CAGEBOUND FC, Knockout Artists, everything we're doing, we know a lot of people, and it's working out real good so far.
Yeah. What do you think, Tom?
I think we're happy as heck to be working with you guys, especially up there. Man, up there is a beautiful place. It's not what better place could you ask for to have such an event, Archie?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We got lucky with meeting John, and we all had the same dream. We all had the same focus, and we took. I was telling the guys, Stan, that we took a trip up there a few months ago, or a month and a half ago, or something like that. But Stan's actually going to make the trip and make Humboldt County area his home because there's just so much opportunity there,
Yeah.
Where are you at right now, Stan?
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. I mean, the thing is, fortunately I have a wife that's real patient and understanding, and she allows me to move around to all these different locations that we go to. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the area. It seems real nice. I know that when we visited, great people so far that we met, and obviously a lot of badass fighters. So we're really looking to make it a home and see what we can do out there.
That's awesome, man. That's freaking awesome, dude. So now, how are you two? I met you two together, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And do you guys train at the same school? Explain that a little bit to me.
Go ahead, Archie.
How do you two know each other, though? Gabriel and Stan.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, yeah. I think we just indirectly knew each other for a long time. I mean, I've known about MMA Fight Pass and Archie.
Stan, with Gabriel. You're talking about Gabriel, right, Tom?
Either one.
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn, damn it!
Right. There you go.
But anyway, we indirectly knew each other from the business. I think that even though it seems like MMA world would be a big world, it's really a tight knit community. And there's everybody fighting for the top. And Archie's just one of those guys that just stayed consistent. And he's like me, and we just known each other over the years. And finally one day, Archie and I linked up on Facebook, and we're like, hey, let's try to make something work. So he brings knowledge as a promoter, knowledge as a coach, MMA, fight sports, and it was kind of a no-brainer for me to link up. So that's how we originally started, was through social media.
Yeah.
Isn't that something how social media works nowadays?
Yeah,
Right?
it's amazing. and
Hey, it is a trip, man. I tripped. None of this was going on back in the day when we were fighting back then, Archie.
Yeah, no, for sure. Stan also has some experience getting in the cage and stuff. So, it's just a passion that we all have. And then, of course, Gabriel's coach, John Thompson, I.O.C, critical to everything that we're doing. Without each of us, I mean, it would be a little harder to work and get things done. But, we're getting it done, so things are happening.
That's what you got to do. You got to make things happen to make it happen, big dog.
Yep. And Gabriel, a little bit about you. I mean, as far as your training, what is your strength as far as what kind of type of fighter would you say you are when you get in the cage?
So I started with kickboxing. So I'm mostly like kickboxing. A lot of people think I'm a striker mostly, but I just got my purple belt in jiu-jitsu not too long ago too. So I'm split on TKO wins and submission wins. But I feel like I'm good anywhere the fight goes. Especially if we go to the ground, I feel like I have it was real good chokes and submissions. But if I could pick where it wants to, where the fight would be, I definitely like throwing my kicks. So
nice. Yeah, we have someone chiming in here on the show.
Peter Christensen. It looks like one of our ring announcers. We have 3 or 4 ring announcers. Peter Christensen's one of them. He's a great guy. Yeah. He's a great dude, man. What's up, Peter? How you doing, brother?
So anyhow, who else chimed in earlier? Check this out.
Oh, good. There we go. It's long and it's gone.
I remember that guy.
Like that.
Yeah, the thing is, what's really cool, man, is Archie, John, we all have our own dynamics, and the fact that we kind of make, once we decided let's do this, with CAGEBOUND, we kept the name MMA Fight Pass as the pay-per-view because I love that name. I love the business. Archie did a great job there. So keeping that collaboration, we also have TKO Ticks, which is our ticketing allocation. And, we can also provide, whatever production to it if need be. It's just a great thing. And then, Steve actually hit us up, hey, man, what are you guys doing? And I see you're still plugging away. How you doing it? How you making it happen? After COVID, I think everybody felt the effects, obviously, of that. It's, real devastating, but it's an eye waker, and not a lot of businesses were able to capitalize after a lot of, companies shut down. So we were able to pull through, keep grinding, keep hustling. And, he hit us up, wanted to use our podcasts and, our pay-per-view and our streaming services through TKO Tick. So you never know what's going to happen, man. Steve's a good dude.
Yeah. Heck yeah, no, for sure. So as far as that, Tom, Stan has a really cool connection with a ticketing company that we can do our pay-per-views. We're actually working with the casino to try to change them over to that system. So, man, Stan brings in a lot of experience. That's cool.
Yeah, really cool, man.
Yeah, I think it's a joint experience. I know Archie gives me credit, but the way I look at it is we're all a team. So whatever we brought in or bring in, now it's all just one. You know what I mean? So it's a good group of guys. We bring a lot to the table, and we're looking forward to making it happen out there.
Hey, Stan, the TKO Ticks is TIK or TAC?
TKO Ticks is TKO and then TIX.
TIX.
Yeah, TIX.com. Yep.
Archie, what information do you have, or that any one of you guys have that you can put out on the screen, or give information out that people can get to for tickets or to get more information?
Well, right now, the fight's being held at the Blue Lake Casino. So here at the bottom screen at the ticker bar, it says Blue Lake Casino. That's where you can go online and get tickets. In a while, we're going to have pay-per-view tickets available for all those that can't make the show, right? Because it's because we're getting fighters from different regions of California. So the nice part is we're going to have a live show that's expected to sell out, as we were talking earlier, with Cass, with Gabriel, the Smith brothers, with Dupree, and just every local fighter that we have. That alone and the excitement is going to sell out the house. And then again, Blue Lake Casino, go to their website. And then we're going to be announcing the pay-per-view link pretty soon as well, so that they can get pay-per-view tickets. Yeah, hell yeah. We got the whole gamut going.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I mean, we have it on the social medias too. If you go to CAGEBOUND, Knockout Artist, I know MMAFightPass.com. If you go to CAGEBOUNDFC.com, you can check it out there too.
Yeah, we're also going to be doing our pay-per-view through TKO Ticks. That's what we mentioned that. So this is the company there, TKO Ticks, and we're going to have our show on there pretty soon. We're going to be adding it. As a matter of fact, this weekend, right?
Yeah, I just sent it over to them today because this weekend we have, yes, you're pointing on it right now, the Nationals. The thing about our group is we represent the West Coast for the USA Division adult team for the Nationals, Pan Am Games, the World Championships in Abu Dhabi, and then future Olympics, hopefully 2028 down here in LA. So, this organization, encompasses also the youth and the adult for USA. So it's, great collaboration. We have this Saturday, Archie and I will be out there representing in Ontario, California for the Nationals for the USFL.
So there's a lot of things that are on the table that we're going to be working with the casinos to be able to bring all these different, USFL, kids, youth championships, jiu-jitsu tournament, Muay Thai tournaments, some, just spice it up there. And there's a lot of opportunities, thank goodness that I think we've all paid our dues and we're ready to to do some good shows.
Exciting, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. So Tom, we got to get you out there. Also, Stan, Tom was a student of Humboldt University actually at one point, like 20 years ago, right, Tom?
No. I didn't go. I went to college of Redwoods in Eureka.
Oh, okay.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I came from down here getting in all kinds of trouble and just came up to get out of trouble. But yeah, anyway, I lived in Arcata for a while and then ended up living in Eureka.
Okay. So you know where Ukiah is?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've got a good buddy of mine is a pro bodybuilder, lives over there, AD. So I don't know if you know a lot of people in Ukiah, but anyway, yeah. So I've heard a lot of great things about the area, man. Like we're super stoked to be to head up there and check it out and make a home for ourselves. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot, man. I think it's a good spot for what you guys are trying to do. I'm glad to be a little part of it. You know what I mean? I'm glad to be a little part of it. So what is next, Archie? What is next? What do we need to do? What can people do to help? If people want to reach out to help, who can they reach out to? Anything like that you guys want to put out there?
Yeah, like the poster says, where's that? Well, CAGEBOUND Fighting in production. We're working with the Blue Lakes Casino, and right now the Blue Lakes Casino is a place to contact. You can contact us, myself, or Stan. You can Google Stan Redick or Google my name, and you'll be able to find us. And then of course the right here, the poster I'm about to share. This one says MMA CAGEBOUND, right? So the CAGEBOUND is an actual promotion company that Stan has. So that's where they can go out and look and just get more information, right? Facebook, and of course MMA Fight Pass page. And I'm thinking the Institute of Combat. You can contact the gym there. So and just contact any of us, man. We're gonna be doing a lot of podcasts. We're gonna have Gabriel's brother on here. We're gonna have Cass Bell on here and Dupree. So Stan, we're gonna have a few podcasts coming up, and
well, I'll make sure I'm on time. I thought it was 4, so anyway.
That's all right. We'll just get you back on again on the next one, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like this podcast here, it will go up. We're having it go live right now to the CAGEBOUND Fighting Championships Facebook page and to the MMA Fight Pass YouTube page. So we got it multi-streaming right now. And then from there, we can just share it. We can always get to it. And that's what we'll do with the rest of them, right?
Yeah. I mean, and then also you said earlier, we get guys, because sometimes, in California, it's tough. To fill cards, you have so many promoters in this area. And, some of the people that we work with, our core team, we can't mention names right now, but our core team behind the scenes does a great job. And, we pull guys from everywhere. I was talking with Jeff Meyer from Tough Enough. And, I kind of apprenticed myself under him out in Vegas. And the way they are is they always, he's always good with working with other promotions. I think that we're starting to see a little bit of a change where a lot of these fighters, it's really about their career. And, it's, you got to make money as a promoter, but, not being so, closed-minded. And, sharing the opportunity, having these fighters fight for different organizations, leading up to UFC, leading up to Bellator, is a real plus for the fighters and for the promotion. So, we go out of state if need be, on a smaller show, smaller venue. We try not to because we've got to keep the costs, in range. But, it's starting to broaden right now. And we're working with a lot of people out of state too. So it's good.
You heard it right there. Another
That's
thing that I want to say too, man, if you guys don't mind, people that are out there watching, that are tuning in and that are fans of anybody that's fighting in these shows, a sponsor is always great to have, right, guys? You get a little sponsor on the side. I'm serious, man. For what fighters do when they get in that cage, for the show that they put for you, and then for what they're putting their body through and the risk that they put themselves through. Hey, a little sponsor doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy to do too.
I mean, honestly, I appreciate you saying that, Tom. Like at the end of the day, for us, man, it's we're all fighters. I'm a fighter myself. Archie, obviously, John, and our thing for this promotion is promotion built by fighters for fighters. So the idea is we all work other jobs, have other businesses to make this happen, and it's a must to get some sponsors on board. So hopefully as we move forward, We've been doing this for a long time. I think this team's the right team, and we'll start getting some people on board.
Yep, it'll all come in due time. It'll all come in due time. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, exactly. So like we were talking about earlier, our matchmaking's on cue, on point. The sponsorships is we're working on that to get that on point, as well as the fighters. You're working on their sponsorship. So it's for everybody, the fighters, the promotion, any business that wants to highlight, their business, they can do it through the promotion or through the fighters. But yeah, we're excited for this. Yep. Anything else, Gabriel, you want to add to this, or?
I mean, yeah, I'm just super excited, to have the opportunities. So thank you, Stan, for bringing your show up here. Being able to fight at home. It's super exciting. I'm excited to put on a show for everybody, and the rest of my team, they're training super hard. It's going to be a good show. It's definitely going to sell out for sure, no doubt. So get those tickets quick.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it, man. Thank you. I mean, at the end of the day, I brought the show there. It's now a group, a great team. And, I don't do it as an individual. It's a team now. So we look forward to it, man. And we can't wait to see you in there.
Awesome. Heck yeah.
Hey, we thank you guys too, man. With this podcast brought me and my partner right here back together that we haven't been together in a while for a show.
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know what? This is just the first.
I know.
We have our other guy, James Gilliland. So James,
hey, that dude is down right there, man.
Yeah, that dude's down. He does shows.
He's down, bro. That guy's down right there.
So Stan, we're gonna double up with Tom, and then with James Gilliland, get some other guys on the podcast on Sundays. He does his on Sundays about 1 p.m. How's your Sundays about 1 p.m.?
We could probably add, some of the guys that we have that work with us, like Dan Hendo and Joe Daddy and all those guys too. So just, you guys let us know.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little secret, but it came out already. Dan Henderson and Joe Daddy. We're gonna get some other fighters to fight on the card also. So,
nice.
So Joe Daddy should be there, and whatever other information Stan wants to reveal. But we're getting.
I don't want to get all the secrets out. No. Here's a cool thing, like. With us as a promotion, the one thing that I always, learn is, and we've talked about Archie and I and John, is we want to bring something different to the table. We want to be able to, obviously, once we have that money, pay the pros top dollar, right? Because, they're getting in there risking, themselves. So, but not only that, accommodate the right way too. So even the amateurs, give everybody the experience when they go to the event and actually, as an actual entertainment, not just a fight. So some people that might think, MMA is all about blood and everything else, but, there's a different, thing to it. It could be about success, about, those comeback stories. It could be about those, situations that change people's life for the better. And, that's what we're all about. So I think in a nutshell, it's going to be a good thing. And we're definitely going to be bringing the heat come 7/15.
There you go.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we're going to do this again, Tom. Don't forget.
I'm not going to forget, man. I'm not going to forget. Hey, Gabriel, stay in touch with me, my brother.
Of course,
Stan, you can reach out to me anytime as well.
All right, cool, brother. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Anytime, dude. Anytime.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess in closing, Tom, you want to just close the show and we'll just keep moving on and we'll get the next one going. And we usually ask the fighter or the guest, I mean, in this case, Gabriel, do you want to thank anybody, do some shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah. First and foremost, I want to thank my sponsors, Happy Joe E-Ink, Exit Realty, and Bottle and Cork Liquor Store. Some of my sponsors, it helps out so much just with, like fighting is a full-time job. Being able to get any sort of help, goes a long way. I just want to thank, my coaches and teammate at Institute of Combat. A huge shout out to my twin brother who fights on the 27th in Redding, California. He's gonna knock this guy out, and then hopefully, you guys can interview him afterwards. And my wife, helping me out always, taking good care of me and everything, letting me live my dream. And yeah, thanks to you guys for having me on the show as well. Stan, for putting the show on. I'm looking forward to the professionalism of the show. So I'm super excited for it. It's been the talk of the town. Everyone's super excited for it. So it's been awesome.
It's good to hear.
It's our pleasure.
It's been great, guys. Thank you guys once again for joining us. Man, you brought back all kinds of memories. Even before we went live, we were talking for a while. Hey, hey, man, just talking to either one of you guys up north brings me back all those good memories. So I'm looking forward to going back up there. And Stan, thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah,
Stan, thanks for having the mindset that you have just in life. No matter what you do, that's the type of mindset right there that can get you far in any area. And Gabriel, man, I can't wait to see you do well. You and your brother both, and Cass and Archie. I'll talk. Me and you just need to get lunch here soon.
Yeah, real soon. We're only 25 minutes apart.
I know. Well, right, you know what will keep us together if we just keep setting these podcasts up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is always good.
It's the best thing the way to do it. With me, hey, I'm a difficult fucking dude, man, to deal with in life, dude. With not just you, my bosses at work, relationships. I'm just one of those dudes. I'm hard to fucking. You guys would all know someone like that. You all know someone like that.
No, this is the place to let go and talk about.
We're all like that a little bit.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right. Well, let's close it up. Tom, thank you so much, guys. And then Stan, Gabriel, thank you. Stan, we're going to do this again this Sunday. And then we got to get another guest, perhaps. Wait, your brother's fighting this Saturday or next Saturday?
Next Saturday. So, yeah, on the 27th, he'll fight.
Your brother's fighting next Saturday?
Yep.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, he's going to do awesome.
God bless your brother, man. God touched down on all of us here today. Too, man. I wish your brother the best, brother.
Thank you.
I wish him the best, dude. Heck yeah. All right, guys. Everybody that gets to see, a lot of people, some people tune in right now. More people will watch it later, though. The great thing is you have this once you get it in. Once you make it to the UFC, Gabe, and you and your brother have backseat stage passes at the UFC, you'll be able to get me standing.
All you guys are invited. Yep, all you guys. Yeah, make sure. I'm not gonna forget about the little people. All right.
Don't forget the
first podcast, right?
Remember that guy who was the ring announcer that one time? Oh man, right on, dude. I'm gonna get going, man, because I got things to do, my brothers.
All right, peace.
Yep, I thank you, Archie. I thank you once again. We'll all just have to talk again a few times before this event goes down, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's probably the best thing to do. Why just do it once? Promote it. Promote that bad boy.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
plus, there's going to be, Stan, you're probably going to see all types of different changes happen.
Like,
you know what I mean?
It's all good.
Yeah, Mike, there'll be some changes.
For my light kit, my media kit. Let's go.
Yeah. I got to fix mine, too. Mine's all jacked up.
Yeah.
Anyhow, hey, I love all you guys, man. You guys have a wonderful night.
All right, peace. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We'll end the broadcast now. Awesome. All right, we'll keep talking later, guys.